Hi guys, welcome to West Michigan Designs crochet tutorial video. Today we're going to be making my Campfire crochet fingerless gloves. What you're going to need is any worsted weight yarn, a 5.5 millimeter hook, some scissors, and then a yarn needle. And what we're going to do is I'm also going to link the written pattern below on my blog, just in case you want the written pattern and the video, or either or. This is going to be a video for experienced crocheters. We are going to do the foundation half double crochet. We're going to be doing the rib stitch. We are going to be doing half double crochets, half double crochet decreases, and also the slip stitch. So pretty basic stitches. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to foundation half double crochet 24 times and then join and chain 2. So I'm going to get my foundation half double crochet started, and honestly I love this stitch. I never really was a fan of it before, but the more I started doing it, it just works so much quicker and I absolutely love it. So if you know how to do it, awesome. If not, I would definitely learn how to, because honestly, it is a lifesaver. I love it. I don't know how I didn't do this before whatsoever. All right, so I'm going to stop and count really quick. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I will meet back up with you when I've got my 24. All right, guys, so I've got my 24 half double crochet foundation row done. So what I'm going to do is I like to turn it, and then I'm going to join right in my first one. Let's see if my camera will focus. There we go. So I'm going to join in this one, and then I'm going to chain 2. And then with the foundation row, I do get like this part where it's not all the way joined. I just sew that together at the very end so that it's one. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I just sew that together at the end. Okay, so we've got our 24 half double crochet foundation row done. We joined, chain 2, and now we are going to skip our first, and then we're going to double crochet in the second, and then we are going to go back to the stitch that we skipped and double crochet in that one. So we are going to have the crossed double crochet. And so we are going to do this all the way around. So I'm going to skip 1, double crochet in my next, go back to my skip stitch and double crochet in that one, and then keep going, and we'll go all the way around. And I know sometimes too, like I've skipped a 2 on accident just because you kind of get going in a rhythm. So I guess just keep an eye on the stitches that you are skipping to make sure you're not skipping any extra stitches, because we don't want to do that, because then our count is going to be off. Right. So go all the way to the end of your row, and then you are going to slip stitch in the top of your first one, chain 2, and then we are going to do the cross double crochet for a total of 4 rounds. So go ahead and keep doing your cross double crochet. Oh, move my tail. And it'll look like this. I absolutely love the way it looks. It just kind of gives it this like really cool texture. So yeah, so keep doing that, and then I'll meet you guys back here when I've got my 4 rounds. All right, so I am working on row 4 right now, and I did want to mention, because I didn't mention it earlier, but your foundation row does count as part of your 4 rows that you'll end up with after doing the 3 rows of the crossed double crochet. So do not forget to count your foundation row as a row. So I'm just finishing up my 4 rows right here. And I love this pattern because I was looking for something quick and easy and something that would be nice to have while camping, just because we love camping and being outside. And I mean, obviously not all summer nights are super warm, so it's nice to have something that isn't going to make your hands all sweaty and is still cute and fashionable. So this is what mine looks like. Sorry, I'm trying to back it up a little bit. With my 4 rows. So I've got the 3 of the cross double crochet and then my foundation row right here. And bear with me, guys. Again, I do apologize. My first pattern video, I do have a tripod coming so that I'm going to get a bird's eye view of the crochet looking down. So my videos will get better, so please do bear with me. I do apologize, but it's all, you know, we all learn, and this is how we learn. It's trial and error, and this is just how we do things. Okay, so for round 5, excuse me, we are going to half double crochet in our first stitch, and then we're going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and we're also going to skip 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in that 5th stitch, you're going to half double crochet, and then you're going to half double crochet the rest of the way until you get back to that first stitch. And what we just did was we made the hole for our thumb. So we are going to go all the way back around. I do apologize if my hands are going out of camera here. Kind of a wonky setup I've got going on right now. All right, so I'm back to the beginning. I am going to slip stitch back into my first stitch, chain 2, and for round 6, we are going to go back to doing the cross double crochet. So we're going to double crochet in our second stitch, so you skip the first one, double crochet in the second one. We are going to go back and double crochet in the stitch that we skipped. And then in your chains that you made, you're also going to do the half or the crossed double crochet. I'm sorry. So we'll skip 1, crochet in the next one, go back to the skipped one, skip 1, double crochet, go back to the skipped one, and double crochet in that one. Don't mind my dogs if they start barking. They bark at a bird when it flies by. So I do apologize. So you're going to do the crossed double crochet the rest of the way around. So keep going all the way around and come back. Going off camera again, I do apologize. And I would love to hear your guys' feedback and everything on any videos. Like I said, I am learning, and I am a mom. I've got 4 kids. My fiance has 2. I also work a full-time job. Crocheting and doing this full-time would be an absolute dream. So I am super excited to get my new tripod and to be able to do better videos for you guys, because I have so many patterns that I want to release for free. I do have a bunch of paid ones. But I don't know, the fiber community, I want to get videos out and be able to share them with you guys. So yeah, so I finished that row of the cross double crochet again. So I'm going to slip stitch back to my first stitch. I'm going to chain 2. Excuse my dogs. Okay, had to take care of the dogs. All right, so round 7, we are going to half double crochet in their first 10 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we are going to half double crochet decrease, and then half double crochet in the next 10. 9, 10, and we're going to half double crochet decrease, and then slip stitch, and chain. Sorry, my yarn's going everywhere. Okay. So this is what we got so far. I absolutely love the texture of these. I just think they're so fun. So much fun. My kids love wearing them too. All right, so round 8, we are going to repeat round 2, which is the crossed double crochet. So we got our chain 2, so we're gonna skip 1 and double crochet in the next, and then double crochet in the space that we skipped. We're gonna do this all the way around. That decrease round that we did is just so the glove will have a snugger fit to it. And I do crochet a little on the tighter side. So if you want to, if the glove is a tad bit small, you can go up a hook size, go to a 6mm. I have done a 6mm before and it hasn't been like too big, but I'm comfortable honestly using the 5.5 and that works great for me. I have small hands, I don't have really big hands or anything, so. All right. Get all the way back. We are going to slip stitch in our first stitch. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to half double crochet in our first 9 stitches, and then we're gonna decrease, and then we're gonna half double crochet in 9 more stitches, and then decrease again. So let's go ahead, and so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then we're going to half double crochet decrease, and then half double crochet 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, my yarn is getting in the way. And then we're going to decrease. And I do always have one left over. So if you have one left over like me, you can half double crochet in that one. That is perfectly fine. And then we are going to chain 2. And then for this round, we are yet going to do the half double crochet crossover again. And again, I just love this texture. My tail is kind of caught up in my other rows. So again, skip 1, double crochet in the next, and then go back to the skip that you skipped and double crochet in that one to give the X effect that the cross double crochet gives. So I'm going to do this. Sorry, I'm going off camera. Do this all the way around. And again, you guys, I absolutely appreciate all of you who bear with me as I'm going through this weird video transition of getting a good tripod to be able to be looking down at the item instead of this way, because I do understand it does not give you a good angle on it. But again, like I said, we all learn and trial and error. It's just kind of, it is what it is, and I would love any feedback if it's going to be criticism or what to do better, what not to do, what to do, what tripods have worked best for you guys. If you guys have videos, and or even what kind of patterns you guys would like to see released for free here on my channel. I do also, like I said, have my blog, and that is going to be linked right below in the description. And I would love if you guys would subscribe and keep up an eye on that, because my patterns will be released on my YouTube channel and also on the blog for free, and also on my Instagram, which is West Michigan Designs. All right, so we did round 10. Round 11, we are going to half double crochet in the first 7, and then we are going to decrease, half double crochet decrease, and then we are going to half double crochet in 7 again. So let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then we are going to decrease. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, decrease, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's what I ended with, and that is totally fine. If you end with 4 or less than that, that is completely fine. We're going to chain. And then here we are going to do our ribbing. Now you can leave them without the ribbing. That is totally up to you. This is what it does look like. I will put mine on without the ribbing. So, I mean, it is plenty, you know, long enough without the ribbing if you do not want the ribbing. So that is totally up to you. Personal preference there. So for the ribbing, what we are going to do is we are going to chain 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we are going to single crochet in each stitch down. So we are going to start in our second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that what we are going to do is we are going to slip stitch. So we've got this one right here that's at the bottom right here. So we are going to slip stitch in the stitch right next to it and the one right next to that. So we're going to slip stitch twice into those and kind of anchor that row. So once you've slip stitched, you're going to chain 1 and then you're going to turn, and we're going to be working right here. This is going to be our ribbing, that chain 7 that we did that is now 6 single crochets. So you're going to single crochet 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oops. And 6. And also make sure that you are single crocheting in the back loops only, because that will give you the ribbed effect. And then we're going to chain 1 and we are going to turn it. And then again, single crochet 6 in the back loops only. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to go down and you are going to slip stitch in the bottom. So we are going to slip stitch in this one that is directly below this. And then we're going to slip stitch in the stitch right next to it. So these two right here, if you can see. So this is the chain 6, and this is the stitch right next to it, and this one over here. So you're just going to keep on moving that way down. And this is going to give your ribbed effect. And I think it's really cool. I've done this with hats too. If you do not want to do the rows of the ribbed brim effect, if that makes sense, because that does take a while. So I mean, this is super quick and it doesn't take long, and it gives it the same ribbed effect. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad way to go at all. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up the ribbing on my gloves, and then I will come back and chat with you guys for a little bit. All right, I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I just whip stitched my ribbing cuff together. All right, so I turn everything right side out and slip it on, and you have your Campfire fingerless glove. So you just follow the same pattern for the other hand. And if you do want to make a kid size, I'd recommend going down a hook size. So you would be using a 5mm hook to go down for kid size. And then if you want men's or larger hands, I would definitely use a 6mm. So I want to thank you guys for following along with this pattern. And again, I will link the written pattern in the description below. And I would love it if you guys would subscribe to my channel. And I promise, better videos to come. All right. Thank you for spending time with Miss Michigan Designs.